Well, it's the morning of day 2. I know I'm looking a little rough. I have my rain gear on because if you can hear, it is raining outside. It's been raining all night and all morning, and I'm getting ready. The last thing I have to do is take my tent down, and then take my rain fly down. So luckily the way this tent is designed is I can take everything down on the inside and still have the rain fly on, so I can get everything in while it's dry, and then take the rain fly out. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the front of my tent, in the front of my backpack, so that it doesn't get any sweat. So we're getting a late start. It's like 9:30 this morning, and yeah, we're just taking our time. We're kind of hoping that the rain would subside a little bit so that we could get everything down before it started raining again, but we waited too long, so this is what it is. We're learning. Alright, well, this is the shelter. This is Mollie Ridge, and we are getting ready to break camp.
I know.
It is raining out, a little windy, but it's all good. Had a great time here. Taking a side trail to go get some water. Still in the AT. This is morning 2, and we are headed to Gregory Bald. But we're taking this little trek down to the water, hoping it's not too far. The rain has subsided. I think the only drips we're getting are off the trees right now. So that would be awesome if it continued until we got our tents set up at our campsite. We'll see if that happens. So we're making the big climb. This will be the last big climb before we get off the AT. We are headed to Doe's Knob, and then slightly after that is our turnoff. So this is what it looks like today. We had a nice incline, getting our legs nice and warmed up, but we have no rain, so I'm grateful for that. It's Ron and Sarah ahead of us, and Bree is behind me, but she will quickly catch up. She is our fast walker. We are on Doe's Knob, and there's no view really, except for my brother. And I guess we got here just a couple seconds after the clouds took over the top of the mountain that you could see from over there, but we're very close to getting off the AT and getting on to Gregory's Bald Trail. Okay, we're on the top of Doe's Knob, and we're getting ready to head off the AT. Yeah, the green is starting to pop up. Just have a light drizzle, but the weather is good. It's better than it was last night when we were sleeping. Not much of a view, but still kind of a neat look to it. And every once in a while we just get a light drizzle so far. Right, we are coming up to the intersection where we get off the AT. So you can go to Fontana Dam Trailhead, Lost Cove Trail, Birch Spring Gap. We're going to be hitting the Gregory Ridge Trail, and that's 2.0 miles. There's the blaze right there, so that's the way you'd go if you were going to continue on the AT. We are getting off the AT, so we'll be heading down this trail right here. So, well, we are getting off the AT and heading to our next destination. We're going to stop here for lunch. It is the intersection of Gregory Bald Trail, and the AT. We ran into quite a few thru hikers and some spring break hikers, and so the trail we're on is called Gregory Ridge Trail. So far so good. We've been pretty lucky with the weather. It is only drizzling every once in a while, and not too cold. So yeah, it's good. We're gonna have some lunch. I'm either gonna have peanut butter and honey or my tuna fish. So here's to lunch. I'll get back with you later. Okay, so this is my lunch bag. And of course my snack bag is on top. But I think I'm going to do honey and peanut butter on my tortillas. Okay, we finally get a view of some of the mountains and it's not so foggy. So we are on Gregory Ridge Trail heading down. We're going to end on Gregory's Bald, which means that we'll be going back up. But we are on our way. Feeling good. Just had lunch and took a little break. So I'll let you come with us for a little bit. Okay, we just climbed up there, and obviously the video doesn't do it justice. We're heading up that way, which is a pretty good incline. So I think we're heading up towards Gregory Bald. So we were going down for a while, like I said. Now we're going on the climb up to Gregory's Bald, and it is a huge climb for us. So our legs are talking to us, our calves especially. But we're taking many breaks on the way up, and it's very doable. So we'll see you at the top. Now you can hear me breathing, but I don't know if you can see or not, but we just came up from there. It was quite a climb. So we still have a little bit more to go to hit the top, I think. So off I go. Come down off that big climb. This is the first sign that we have seen since we started off the AT. Can't really read it. But we know we're not going that way because that takes you to Long Hunter Ridge Trail, and we're not going there. That's where we're going to be tomorrow night. So we're ahead of my niece and Bree. So with the intersection being here, we decided to put an arrow for them in case they couldn't figure out which way to go, which they're pretty good and experienced hikers, so I don't think that they're going to have a problem, but it was partly humor and partly that way we don't worry. Coming up to another intersection, and we haven't even walked like 3 minutes. Oh, but there's a hill coming up, and I think that is our hill to climb. My legs are going to be worn out by the end of today. Gregory Ridge, campsite 12, 3 miles that way. Gregory Bald, 0.6 right there. I don't see anything about campsite 13. Okay, there's a 4-way intersection here. Well, really a 3-way because there's a trail there, but I don't think it goes anywhere. But this right here was a little confusing for us. So we came from this direction here, and then that goes to campsite 12, but that is called Gregory Ridge Trail. We're going on Gregory Bald Trail. So we put an SP for Sarah Pruitt and then gave her a big arrow so she'll go in the right way. So hopefully they'll see that. We are coming on and up to Gregory's Bald, which is a big open field on a cloudy day. I mean, my brain is depleted of oxygen from the climb, but On a clear day, we're supposed to have amazing views from here. So we will share with you what we see. I guess in the springtime all that is blooming. But yeah, this is it. There's another trail that goes on the other side of those rhododendrons, but we came this way to the right. 4,900, elevation is 4,949. Oh, guess I should have. This out. We just hung around here for a little bit and look at the views. Okay, we have made it to campsite 13, and this is what it looks like. There's a fire ring over there. There's another one over here, right there, and another one back over on that side. And so it was 3.1 miles from the Appalachian Trail to here. Picking up somebody's wrapper. I'm sure that was an accident. And so now we just got to pick out a tent site and get our stuff set up. We've got a pretty good view. It's clear so we can see some of the mountains back there, which is something we haven't seen very much today. We're ahead of Sarah and Bree. They decided to take a longer break and do some journaling and stuff like that. So we're just going to try to pick out a nice site. Here are the bear cables. So the way that those work are, there is a hook right there, and you hook your food bag up into that of your backpack, and then you hoist it, and then there's a ring right there on the side of the tree, and that is where you push it up, pull it up so it stays off the ground and away from the critters. And yeah, so I just tripped over a log because I'm talking and not paying attention to where I'm going. So we're going to get back to you after our tents are set up. That is my brother's campsite, and that is mine. And the bear cables are right there, so they're nice and close. If you can see the little orange thing, that's where the tree is. And so Sarah and Bree got turned around, and so they're at campsite 12 today. But we are going to meet up with them tomorrow and continue. It is like almost 8 o'clock, and we are all in our tents ready to go to bed. And Sarah and Bree took a turn, so they're actually at campsite 12. We're at campsite 13, and we'll meet up again tomorrow. So I was going to share with you guys what I had for dinner, and then I forgot. So I did stovetop stuffing. I cut the portion in half, and then I put in a chicken packet, and then a little bit of gravy and some of those dried onions that people put on casseroles, and it was muy delicioso. So it was good dinner. And yeah, it's supposed to be dry, I think, tonight. We should see maybe a little bit of rain chance tomorrow, and then the next day we're going to get hit with some rain. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. It was a long day, lots of climbing. We had a lot of uphill today, so our legs are a little weary, but hopefully a good night's sleep will get us all caught up, and we'll be ready to start the day tomorrow. So good night.